Hi, hello, good afternoon. So ngayon po gagawa po tayo ng tutorial video para sa lesson natin sa Junior Mathematics. So kung napanood nyo na po yung first lesson natin sa about functions, so I hope meron kayong mga natutunan dun. So ngayon naman, let's proceed to Module 2 ng General Mathematics natin. Same pa rin, Quarter 1, Module 2. So ang topic na pag-aaralan natin ngayon is about evaluating a function. Evaluating functions. So pag sinabi natin evaluating functions, sobrang dali lang nito guys. So I hope may matutunan kayo after sa tutorial natin dito. So let's say for example, meron tayong x minus 3. So usually, nung nandun pa tayo sa junior high school, lagi tayong tinatanong na, let's try to find the value of x given this term, x minus 3. So anong value ng term na to if yung value ng x natin dito is equals to 2? So yung ginagawa natin dito is usually, sinasubstitute lang natin yung value ng x natin sa expression na yan. So basically, yung expression natin is x minus 3 where x daw is 2. So ang gagawin natin dito, substitute lang, magiging 2 minus 3. So that is 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So same lang siya actually in evaluating functions. So pinagkaiba nga lang, dito, expression lang kasi to. So dito, dapat meron tayong function. So let's say for example, meron akong function na 2x minus 4. So yung function natin, f of x is equals to 2x minus 4. So by the way, yung pagkabigkas nga pala nito is f of x or function of x. So this one, pagkabasa nito is f of x is equals to 2x negative 4. So let's try to evaluate this function at x is equals to 3. So lagyan natin ng bar dyan para malaman natin yung value ng x natin is 3. So ang gagawin natin dito is isa-substitute lang natin yung values niya dito sa function natin. So gagawin natin, papalitan natin yung x natin ng 3 this time. So f of 3 is equals to 2 times yung x again, that is 3, is equal minus 4. So, let's try to solve that one. So, 2 times 3, that is 6. Then, copy the negative 4. So, 6 minus 4, that is 2. So, ganyan lang. So, f of 3 is equals to positive 2. So, ganyan lang pag-evaluate ng function. Again, ulitin ko, pag nag-evaluate tayo ng function, isubstitute mo lang yung value ng x mo dun sa function natin. Nakuha. So, yun lang. So, let's have another example. So, I guess natutunan nyo to. So, let's have this one. G of x is equals to 3x squared plus 7. Wherein, the value of your x is equals to negative 3. Or, instead of x is equals to negative 3, meron iba, instructions doon is find g of negative 3. Baka kayo malito, sa x is equals to negative 3, the same lang yan dito. If you're going to evaluate g of negative 3. So yung gagawin din natin dito is substitute lang din tong negative 3 sa function natin. So let's have this one. G of negative 3 is equals to, copy itong 3 na to, tapos yung x natin dito is negative 3 kasi pinapa-evaluate tayo sa x equals to negative 3. Then copy the squared plus 7. Kuha. That is equals to, now, copy muna tong 3 na to, then let's try to square this negative 3. What is negative 3 squared? So that is negative 3 times negative 3. So basically that is, So negative 3 times negative 3. That is positive 9. Negative 1, negative, that would be positive. 3 times 3, that would be 9. So, plus 7. Nakuha. So, what is 3 times 9? So, we have 27. Then you copy the positive 7. So, 27 plus 7, that is 34. So, that's it. G of negative 3 is 34. So, ganun lang kadali. So, basic algebra lang yan. So, another example. So, meron tayong prepare na mga 10 examples para hindi tayo mahirapan if in case meron tayong activity. Para lahat ng possible examples makuha natin dito. Let's say for example, meron tayong p of x that is equals to 3x squared plus 5x negative 2. Then, you're going to find the value of p of 0 and p of negative 1. So, for this case, meron tayong dalawa. Pinapa-evaluate yung value ng p of 0 at the same time, evaluate mo daw yung value ng p of negative 1. So, 2 case tayo. So, let's have here letter A. So, first, try to solve natin yung p of 0. So, meaning, substitute lang natin si 0 sa mga x natin dito. So, 3 times 0 yung x natin, squared, plus 5 times, again, 0 yung x, minus 2. So, is equals to, so since 0 naman yung x natin, squared natin siya, that would be 0. Multiply natin by 3, automatically 0. So, eliminate lang natin yan. Also, this one, 5 times 0, that is 0. So, eliminate. So, yung final answer natin dito is negative 2. So, p of 0 is equals to negative 2. Next, let's have p of negative 1. So, again, ito yung function natin. 3x squared plus 5x negative 2. So, you have that one. 3 times, again, x is negative 1. Ayan. Squared plus 5 times negative 1 minus 2. So, we have, you copy first the 3. Then, negative 1 times negative 1, that is positive 1. So, 3 times 1 siya. Plus 5 times negative 1, that is negative 5. So, instead of plus, pwede mo siyang ilagay kaagad-agad na negative 5. Or para hindi tayo malito, enclose natin siya sa parentheses, lagyan natin negative 5. Kasi ito yung minultiply natin, 5 and negative 1. Then, you copy the negative 2. Again, dinadahan-dahan natin para mas maintindihan. So, pwede din naman natin, alam nyo na, i-diretso kaagad. Pero syempre, mas hindi naman lahat ng students natin nakukuha kaagad yan. So, kaya inisa-isa natin. So, ulitin natin. So, 3 times 1, that is 3. Then, positive. Then, we have here negative 5. So, that would be negative 5. Then, again, copy the negative 2. So, that would be equal to, so, 3 minus 5, that is negative 2. Minus 2, that is negative 4. Yes, that would be the value of p of negative 1. So, we have negative 4. Naintindihan? So, the value of p of 0 given this function, so we have negative 2. The value naman of p of negative 1, if you're going to evaluate this one using this function, so magiging negative 4 siya. Nakuha. Now, let's proceed to another example. Let's have the number 4. What if, let's say for example, meron tayong function na f of x is equals to 5x plus 1. You're going to evaluate this one at f of h plus 1. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? Madali lang. So, gagawin natin tong f of h plus 1. Kasi, this one will be your x. So, papalitan lang natin to ng h plus 1. So, magiging 5 times, again, yung x natin is h plus 1 siya. So, maging h plus 1. Then, you copy the 1. Okay? Then, that would be equal. So, distribute natin tong 5 na to. So, 5 times h, that is, very good, 5h. Next, 5 times 1, that is 5. Then you copy the positive 1. So, solve. We have 5h plus 5 and 1 is 6. So, f of h plus 1 is equals to, final answer natin dito is 5h plus 6. So, ganun lang siya kadali. Intindihan? Okay, let's have the number 5. So, what if meron tayong g of x is equals to, square root naman siya ng 3x minus 2, wherein you're going to evaluate at g of 9. G ito ha. G of 9. So, yung values ng x natin dito is equals to 9. Sige. So, magiging g of 9 siya dito is equals to square root. Again, palitan ko lang yung x natin ng 9. So, 3 times 9. So, minus 2. So, is equals to square root siya ng, what is 3 times 9? So, that is 27 minus, copy that 2. Minus 2. Square root of, what is 27 minus 2? Yes, very good. 25. Again, square root ng 25. That is 5. It could be positive or negative. So, g of 9 natin is positive or negative 5. Nakuha. Let's have another example. Tapos na tayo sa mga ganitong examples. So, meron tayo dito 2x negative 4. Meron tayo may squared naman. Squared. Meron tayo dito may square root. What if naman meron tayong example na i-divide natin? Paano naman siya natin sasagutan? So, halimbawa na lang, meron tayong ganito. Number 6. H of x natin dito is 4x plus 8 over 2x negative 4, wherein you're going to evaluate that function at x is equals to negative 5. Again, ulitin ko, substitute mo lang ulit yung x natin, which is negative 5 sa function na to. So, magiging h of negative 5 siya is equals to, copy the 4, again, yung x is negative 5 plus 8. Nakuha. All over, we have 2 times negative 5, yung x, ito, minus 4. So, it's basic algebra lang yan. So, what is 4 times negative 5? Yes, that's correct. Negative 20. You copy the positive 8 over, what is 2 times negative 5? That is negative 10. You copy the negative 4. Now, question, what is negative 20 plus 8? Yes, you're correct. That is negative 12. All over, what is negative 10 minus 4? That is negative 14. So, as you can see, kaya pa ba natin itong hanapan ng lowest term? Yes or no? Since pareho silang even number, regardless sa sign na to na negative, 12 and 14 are both even number, then meaning, therefore, meron pa siyang lowest term kasi both divisible sila by 2. Sige. Anyway, negative divide a negative number is always positive. So, the final answer natin dito must be a positive number. So, what is 12 divide 2? We have 6. What is 14 divide 2? We have 7. Again, negative divide negative is positive. So, final answer natin dito is 6 over 7. So, that would be the value of your h of negative 5. So, ganun lang. Napakadali. So, basic algebra lang yan ha. Next, let's have another example. Number 7. What if naman meron tayong function na 2 raised to x? So baka magtaka kayo kasi nasanay tayo sa mga functions na variable x raised to a number. So meron tayong x squared, x raised to 3, meron tayong a squared, a raised to 3, a raised to 4, mga ganon. So kung dito naman mapapansin natin, meron tayong number raised to a variable. So by the way, yung tawag sa function na to is an exponential function. So 2 raised to x. Sige daw, let's try to evaluate at x is equals to 3 over 2, 3 halves. Again, walang problema kasi evaluating function, kagawin natin ulit, isa-substitute lang yung value ng x na to dito sa function natin. Kuha. So meron tayong f of 3 halves, 3 over 2 is equals to 2 raised to 3 over 2. So ano yung ibig sabihin kung meron tayong 2 raised to 3 over 2? So if nare-recall nyo pa yung topic nyo nung grade 9 kayo, meron tayo doon tinatawag na laws of exponent. Let's say for example, meron akong x raised to 1/2. So, by laws of exponent, si x raised to 1/2 daw, the same lamang siya kay square root of x. Yung numerator natin dito na exponent is yung magiging index natin dito, 1. Tapos yung denominator naman natin na 2 is, yung numerator natin na 1, ito yung magiging exponent ng x natin dito sa loob. Tapos yung denominator natin na 2, ito yung magiging index natin. So meaning, square root of x siya. Ganon. So rewriting this one into this one, magiging ano siya. So example, we have 2 raised to 3 over 2. Again, copy natin tong 2 na to. Tapos, yung denominator daw siya yung magiging index. So meaning, square root siya. Tapos, tong 3 naman na to, sa numerator, magiging exponent siya nung nasa loob. Yung nasa loob nga pala, yung tawag natin dito is radicand. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali ha. 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to 3 over 2, that is same as square root of 2 raised to 3. Or square root of 2 raised to 3. Ganon. Kuha. Sige, palitan natin to. Instead of using this one, let's try to use this one. So that is 2 raised to 3. So again, what is 2 raised to 3? So that is 2 times 2, 4 times 2, that is 8. By the way, si 2 raised to 3, hindi siya pareho kay 2 times 3. Kasi kadalasan sa mga students natin, yung ginagawa nila, instead of multiplying this one, 2 times 2 times 2, yung ginagawa nila, multiply lang by 3, 2 times 3, which is wrong. Kuha. So 2 raised to 3, the same siya kay 2 times 2 times 2. Nakuha. Kaya magiging 8 yung sagot natin dyan. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2, that is 8. Sige. Square root of 8. Ano ba yung square root ng 8? So by the way, maghanap ako ng factors na 8 na meron siyang square root. So we have 4 times 2. O, ayan. What's the square root of 4? 2. Ilabas natin siya. Copy square root of 2. So therefore, f of 3 over 2 is equals to 2 square root of 2. So ganun lamang siya kadali, guys. Hindi siya mahirap. So I hope naunawaan nyo itong example na to. Now, let's proceed to another example. Let's have example number 8. H of x is equals to, so for this example naman, mag-deal tayo sa tinatawag na greatest integer function. So tawag natin dito is greatest integer function. So let's try to evaluate at x is equals to 2.4. So by the way, yung tinatawag na greatest integer function, pag kinuha natin yung greatest integer function ng 2.4, meaning kukunin lang natin yung paano ba to explain? Parang paano ba explain? Hindi ko rin ma-explain ng sakto. Pero para sa aking opinion, kasi nalilito din ako dito, maraming students na nalilito sa greatest integer function. So yung technique ko dito, i-round off mo na lang to. So if 2.4, kunin mo yung greatest integer function niya, magiging 2 lamang siya. Ganon. So if meron tayong 2.7, again, instead of rounding up, i-round up natin siya. Hindi, kasi greatest integer function to, magiging 2 pa rin yun. So meron tayong 2.9, still 2. Kasi yung technique natin dito is round down lahat. Nakuha. So dito, x natin is 2.4. I-substitute natin siya dito. Kuha natin yung greatest integer function niya. Magiging 2 lamang siya. So h of 2.4 is equals to, so ayan, copy mo lang tong symbol na to. It's 2.4. Meaning greatest integer yan, function. So greatest integer function ng 4, that is 2. Plus 2, that is 4. h of 2.4 is equals to 4. Again, ulitin ko, pag sinabing greatest integer function, huwag kayo magpa-stress sa mga ganyan. Kunin mo lang yung ano niya. Parang ira-round down ng natin lahat. Ganun lang siya. Ganun lang. Next, let's have the number 9. Example number 9. F of x is equals to absolute value of x minus 8. So, yung symbol na yan is for absolute value. Huwag kayong magpapalito ha. Greatest integer function, ganito yung symbol. Absolute value, ganyan. Kuha, 2 bar. So, evaluate at x is equals to positive 3. So, f of 3 is equals to, ayan, absolute value ng 3. Kasi yan yung value ng x minus 8. So, absolute value ng, what is 3 minus 8? Negative 5. So, I don't know if napag-aralan nyo na kung ano ibig sabihin ng absolute value. Pag sinabi kasi nating absolute value, kunin mo lang yung positive niya. So, if meron tayong absolute value ng negative 5, ano yung positive value niya? So, magiging 5 lamang siya. Nakuha. So, therefore, f of 3 is positive 5. So, again, if meron tayong absolute value ng negative 2, that is equals to 2. Pero, if kukunin natin yung absolute value ng positive number, you copy na lang kasi absolute value of positive number is the number itself. Pero, kung negative number siya, gawin mong positive. Ganun lang siya kadali. Next, number 10, the final. F of x natin dito is x squared, negative 2x, positive 2. So, evaluate natin siya at f of 2x negative 3. So, again, substitute lang natin to dito. So, magiging f of 2x negative 3 is equals to, again, yung x natin is ito. So, 2x negative 3 squared, kasi yan yung papalitan natin, minus 2 times 2x negative 3. Then you copy the positive 2. So, that would be equal to, so meron tayong 2x negative 3 squared minus 2 times 2x negative 3, then plus 2. So, kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong 2x negative 3 squared. So, the same lang siya kay 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Nakuha. So, gagamitan natin siya dito ng FOIL method. So, what is 2x times 2x? First term. So, that is 4x squared. Next is FOIL method ha, alam nyo yan. First term, ito, tapos ito. Next, outer term. 2x times 3. What is 2x times negative 3? Negative 6x. Very good. Next, the inner term, which is si negative 3 and 2x. What is negative 3 and 2x? That is negative 6x. Last is the last term. Negative 3 times negative 3, that would be positive 9. So, final answer would be 4x squared. So, meron tayong negative 6x and negative 6x. So, that is negative 12x, positive 9. So, si 2x minus 3 squared, magiging 4x squared na siya minus 2x plus 9. So, ito, papalitan natin ng ganito. So, 4x squared, negative 12x, positive 9. So actually, meron tayong technique dito paano mas mapapadali ito. Turo ko na sa inyo. So meron tayong 2x minus 3 squared. Paano mas mapapadali ito? So madali lang. Yung technique natin dito, kunin ko yung square nito. Anong square niyan? What is 2x? Square natin. Very good. So 4x squared siya. Kasi 2 times 2, 4. X times x, x squared. Next naman, for the last term, square natin to. Negative 3. What is negative 3 times negative 3? That is positive 9. Now, the problem is, paano natin kukunin yung middle term natin dito? Yung ginagawa natin dito is, i-multiply ko lang itong 2x na to, tapos yung negative 3, tapos yung exponent na to. Ganun lang yung technique niya. So, what is 2x times negative 3? 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Then, multiply times by 2. That is, yes, negative 12x. So, shortcut. So, meron tayong 4x squared, negative 12x plus 9. So, ito. The same lang. Kung ayaw mo mag-foil, gamitan mo ng shortcut. Ganun lang siya. Okay, balik tayo dito. Next, ito naman yung gawin natin. Ito, negative 2 times 2x. That is negative 4x. So, negative 2 and negative 3. Distribute natin ha. That is positive 6. Then you copy the positive 2. Okay, then copy 4x squared. Combine similar terms. Wala namang kapareho to, a term. Copy, mag-isa lang siya. Now, meron tayo dito negative 12x, meron tayong negative 4x. If i-combine natin silang dalawa, magiging, ano siya? Negative 16x. Nakuha. Now, meron tayong 9, meron tayong 6, meron tayong 2. What is 9 plus 6? Very good. That is 15 plus 2. That is positive 17. So that would be your final answer. F of 2x negative 3. So final answer natin dito, f of 2x negative 3 is equals to 4x squared minus 16x plus 17. So I hope you understand. That's all for today. Thank you.